What's up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again for another video. Gotta avoid saying my other channel's name. But anyways, there's one little observation. I couldn't say it's an observation, but the other night, probably 2 nights ago now, I was watching on YouTube footage from the 2009 Western Conference Finals. It was the one with, of course, the Nuggets and Lakers playing. I don't know why I played that video. Maybe because the series that's going on currently. And I saw something. I wouldn't say I saw something, but I guess I did see something. I saw something because I think I was watching Game 6. Yeah, I was watching some of the extended highlights of Game 6. Actually, show more than highlights. But it showed me, it's also busting the myth as well, but it showed me the greatness and the brilliantness of the late Kobe Bean Bryant. And for much of that Game 6, he was dominant. But also, the team was dominant. At the time, it was their second year. It was the second year was 09. So it was the second year of Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol, already at this time, before this actually, I say previous finals, he was seeing himself. He was bullied by KG, Kevin Garnett, for most of that series in the 2008 finals. And as he saw in, I was about to say The Last Dance, but the documentary on the Redeem Team, we saw how Kobe just chucked through Paul Gasol. Constantly during that game, pretty much for that series, Kobe, as well as Paul Gasol and his other teammates, because I think this is the year before Ron Artest got on there too, because I think he was on Houston too, so it was no Ron Artest. But Kobe constantly was in his teammates' face. Not in the bad way, not sitting there cursing them out all the time, but sitting there putting the batteries to the back, encouraging them they're better than what they are, getting them to be on his level. Not so much in talent, of course, but the desire to win. So I think Kobe in this game ended up scoring 35 points, and I also think the Lakers blew the Nuggets out in this series. And keep in mind, this Nuggets team had, I think at the time, they had Carmelo Anthony, I think Chauncey Billups, maybe Kenyon Martin. I don't think they had Iverson around that time. I think Iverson was already out around this time. We just see, just to fact check myself right quick. Because I know they had Carmelo. I think J.R. Smith could have been on there. I think J.R. Smith was on that team. We'll see here. Because I know the Nuggets were 54-28, but they had George Karl as the coach. And it was second in the West as well. I think the Lakers were first. So, yeah, it was Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups, Kenyon Martin, Lene, and J.R. Smith. So there was no Iverson on this team. But that team was bad. It was, like I said, it was just second in the West with George Karl coaching the team. I didn't know they had Adrian Dantley as assistant coach as well. But for the most part, at the beginning of the series, it was a back and forth. But the Lakers, of course, led by... Oh, Birdman was on that team too. Sorry. But, of course, the Lakers led by Kobe managed to win in 6 games and a dominant performance in Game 6 in Denver. And, like I said, Kobe was constantly encouraging, in the faces, encouraging his teammates, getting everybody on the same level, getting Lamar Odom, Paul Gasol, I think Shannon Brown's on the team, whoever was on that team around the time, getting them on the level. I think Derek Fisher was on that team too as well. I think he might have been. But they ended up winning. And they ended up going to the finals to play the Orlando Magic. I was about to say Boston Celtics. No. The Orlando Magic, they win again 4-1. The reason why I brought this up, because like I said, currently the Lakers are playing Denver. And this is what separates Kobe from LeBron, even Jordan. At times, as we all know, anybody who is a fan of either Kobe or Jordan has just known about the history of these two, especially Jordan. They're both seen as assholes. LeBron, we don't see this out of him. And we never really seen it too much out of him. At all. It's always some type of either you don't see what's going on behind the scenes or you see what's going on between his other teammates. There's always something going on. Always some struggle going on. We've seen it already this year. We see how Anthony Davis reacted with that whole scoring towel. We see what they did with Westbrook. There's never any rally and get your teammates on your level and rally. Have some type of unity. It's always contention everywhere. And he's not doing that now. He's not doing that now with this team. And this is why I think most of us most likely believe it's going to be over in Game 4 for them. Or even Game 5. But this series is pretty much in the bag for the Denver Nuggets. Because on the Denver Nuggets side, I don't know who's the exact person to get everybody going, to rally up everybody, get them fired up. I don't know who that is on the Denver. Most likely it could be Jamal Murray. He seems like that type of dude, but they all together, and that's why they most likely gonna go to the finals. But going back to LeBron, when it comes to this is what separates him from Kobe and Jordan. And I was talking to No Time to Explain about this. And I told him the same thing. What separates Jordan and Kobe from LeBron is they were assholes. They wasn't scared to get in the faces. Granted, this is the time we live in, everybody's so sensitive, but at the same time, LeBron has to say, F all that. I want to win. And sometimes he doesn't have that. And I think sometimes he's just worried about his image. He's worried about what people will think of him. I don't think he wants to be seen as the other two. And Jordan famously said, I don't want to butcher what he said, but I'm paraphrasing what he said in The Last Dance. He was all about winning. That's who he is. That's absolutely what he is. And if you don't like it, oh well. LeBron, good basketball player. Definitely Hall of Fame. Definitely Hall of Fame. No doubt. But he just ain't on that level. He just don't got it when it comes to that. And yeah, it's a crutch for him. Not a crutch, but it's a kind of a hit. That's why he can never be put in the GOAT conversation. But it is what it is for him. That's who he is. He's just not like those two. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's above those two. Those two wanted to win so much. So badly. I just don't see it sometimes with LeBron. I just think other things are outside of his focus. Or he just doesn't, like I said, or he's just worried about his image as well. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say about what I've been seeing currently and what I saw in the past. But like, share, subscribe, comment down below and tell me what you guys think.